Fox against Rosalina. I know this is a matchup that's not a lot of fun for Mario. We saw it actually. Matchups even doesn't mean it's fun in this matchup. Oh, this matchup I see. When it comes to the edge guard for Fox, ordinarily like it's pretty tough, but like Fox can actually get walled out really hard by Luma. Here.
Yeah, Luma just being out there as a hitbox is very scary to get in on, especially for someone without a lot of disjoint like Fox, which is probably where it makes it more difficult. And NitN right now playing a little bit more of a cautious game, stepping back, retreating from neutral if he needs to. He realizes he doesn't have as much pressure on Luis as he feels he actually does. Luis hopping around right now with his movement, trying to bait out something from NitN, but managing to get a back air there as a result of making it dodge. And NitN always running to take center stage whenever he has a chance to, whereas Luis is kind of opting to stay back a little bit and possibly wait to see what NitN is actually going to go for, as opposed to rushing for that center control.
Ooh, perfect punish on that whiff grab. That's just the power of movement, right? Luis was like, when the Luma was dead, he didn't commit to any pressure on NitN. He just kept running around and jumping around NitN and waited for that first hints of fear that he could kill off of.
Fox was one of the first characters I saw Luis really secondary super heavily. I know he might have had a couple others that he did, but yeah. I think Luis has one of the most fluid movement styles in Smash 4 for NorCal right now, and it feels like such a natural play for him to play Fox, just because the really crisp movement really makes it easier to dance around your opponent and find an opening. Yeah,
it really is just a natural character for him to pick up. Speaking of which, NitN picking up that up air, evening up the stock count.
And that up tilt going to kill Luma as well, giving Luis a good bit of control right now. See what he's going to do with it.
That is actually so nice, killing Luma with an up tilt at the start of a stock. Like, Fox now has free reign to juggle Rosalina without any backup for her. Oh, I like the Firefox, actually. It caught Luma on the rebound to Rosa. And it would have killed off of an air dodge as well.
Yeah, and he wasn't at a percent where he was going to die from a Rosa up air as well, especially since Luma still had not respawned yet. And now Luma's gone again, and he has free reign to run around and do as he pleases. As long as Luma is gone, Luis just has so much control over the neutral game. Oh, and okay, gets it there. So what Luis has been doing, it looks like, at the ledge, it didn't work there because Luma still had its little tough guy, mini tough guy, where if you hit it when it's still fresh, it won't really get knocked back.
It's not a matter of how fresh the Luma is, it's a matter of the knockback, just the sheer knockback of the move. It's not past the Theron threshold, Luma doesn't go anywhere.
Because if Luma had a little bit more percent, then it would definitely kill, it would actually knock the Luma back off the stage. Because that's what killed Luma before when it had taken a little bit of damage.
Oh,
but if Luma isn't past a certain percent threshold, then certain moves will not knock it back.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So Luis has been opting for that option, and it seems to be working nicely to get rid of Luma, at least as long as Luma has taken a little bit of chip damage.
And then actually just running it straight back on Town and City. Not actually the most surprising thing, because this is still a fantastic Rosa stage.
And right now he's opted to split a little bit more and keep Luma in the center. We'll keep Luma at the other side, keeping Luis in the center, applying a nice bit of pressure there.
Ooh, gets the combo break with the Luma up tilt.
And I really like that option because it does allow NitN to control much more of the stage. Because if he and Luma are sitting in one spot, Luis has room to run around all those spots, whereas if Luma is sitting out in an outside area, almost getting with that up smash. Whereas if Luma is sitting in an area away from NitN, then that's two areas they're covering, and Luis has to be a little bit more careful with his movement options.
Oh, just a little bit shy with his timing on the up smash, and that's going to cost his stock. That's the danger about going for those things. You have to, like, it requires so much confidence, because either you take their stock or they take yours. Down air is not going to do it either. Then just chilling back right here, catching the jump get up, keeping this ledge going.
That nice long hitbox on his down air, just managing to knock Luis back a little bit more. But Luis is racking up a nice chunk of damage on the forward smash. Neutral.
Oh, get up attack actually just beating the illusion outright.
The gravitational pull might have been a little bit of missed input there. This forward throw not going to do it yet. Let's see if he can get this down tilt. Not quite coming through.
Unfortunately, to punish the Fox illusion at the ledge, you actually have to commit ahead of time to run back to center stage, because you will not be able to punish him otherwise. He doesn't have nearly enough end lag.
And Rosa is not the fastest character either, so unless you have that extra space from Luma, it becomes very difficult to cover the entire thing.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And so Luis is going to take that second one. So dominant, just 2 stock again.
Very crisp, realizing how to play around Luma still. NitN had a good early start there, managing to keep Luis out a good chunk of the game.
Yeah.
But as soon as he slipped up a little bit, Luis was just dancing around him, maneuvering in and out, getting those back airs when he needed to. And it's worked out really nicely for him.
Yeah. I'm not...
You think we might see the Charizard from NitN?
Please don't do the Charizard against Fox. Like, he's definitely thinking about what went wrong in that previous game, and like how it went like even worse in the game before it.
Yeah.
But there's no way NitN is considering Charizard right now. Like, that is a heavy against Fox. That's like certain death.
Yeah.
Unless.
Yeah, he's staying. Okay.
Yeah. Like he's gotta stay.
Because NitN does proclaim that he is the best Charizard in NorCal.
That means nothing. that title means as much as you can throw it, man. Like. FD, though, as the counter pick. I'm actually just tossing this over now. I kind of like this just in the sense that I think it's going to be easier to pin down Fox's movement here.
Yeah, he doesn't have platforms to retreat to.
Exactly, and he's now going to have to land between Rosalina and her Luma in order to find his openings, and I think that's going to be a little bit more difficult. The juggle game, especially if Luma's dead, like it's just going to be even more vicious here. But I hope NitN can make up the difference then in terms of his own advantage state.
Yeah, and Luis, one of the things Luis seems doing as well that was working out very nicely for him is approaching right behind Rosa. She doesn't seem to have many... Ooh, up smash, not going to do it yet. She doesn't seem to have many options that cover directly behind her. So if he gets behind her, there isn't a lot she can do to really punish him if he whiffs something back there. Unless she has time to throw out like a smash attack, or if Luma is there. And that was just a safe back air on shield, but even when he lands a little bit closer, there isn't as much that Rosalina can do.
Ooh, he's getting that 2-frame solid down smash. Luis only at 54%.
Yeah, NitN might have been trying to mix up his recovery a little bit by throwing out Luma there and putting it in front, since NitN does often opt for the jump up and up air right under the person. He might have thought Luis was expecting that one. Luis's
movement is so clean. Like, these foxtrots are super good.
And his perfect pivoting is very on point as well. Going for the drag down there, a little bit of an SD there.
A miscalculation, but Luis just smiles it off, keeps on rolling. He gets another early Luma kill. This is what made him go out of control in that previous game.
And the double-edged sword of Final Destination, while Fox doesn't have any platforms to retreat to, when Rosa does not have any platforms to retreat to and Luma is gone, she is just a sitting duck.
Yeah. And
very easy for Luis to cover her landings with his speed.
We're seeing Luis exploit that once he finds his openings. Already, yep, a dead Rosalina. Luis takes it 3-0 over NitN.
And one thing that